Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Bengals coming in at 5-9, going up against the Bills, who come in at 6-8.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Going deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to drop him. And he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show. And now it's 3rd and 16.
Lucky 56. Go now. Detroit.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Dalton, 1st and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Dalton. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And running with power here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20. Yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
First down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All right, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now they run with Mixon, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
To throw is McCarron. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball to the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To throw McCarron, and the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there, an even 90 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Down, McCarron. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. McCarron, the final shot before the half. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green, 39!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Green, 39! Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Leopard! Leopard! Detroit!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Gun! Here we go now.
Now McCarron throwing on second. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
Set! Blue landed! Blue landed! No. Check! Patriot!
From the gun, it's McCarron. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll field this at the 5. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
McCarron. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw, and he's going to go down again. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right. Down on the right. All right, here we go. We got three, fellas.
So the fumble recovery, and now McCarron. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Watch tight end. Blue Niners!
Well, a design run for their wideout, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
This is Lewis. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Here we go now.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Now the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Leopard.
To throw, it's McCarron. He's going to loft one deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Watch 84, watch 84.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down. That's Lewis, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
All right, here we go.
After the INT, it's McCarron. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That's such a brand new NFL record.
Now they try the right side here, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes is won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to fight through one tackle. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And now out come the Bills. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going for it all. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Colby Listenby, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Buffalo, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.